And the official kickoff's just being taken there by the governor of NCD, or the Powers Park, together with the minister responsible for sports, Justin Tuchenko. And so we get set for the Grand Final 2012 in this Digicel Cup competition. A culmination of weeks and weeks of toughing it out and slogging it out by these two teams who've earned the right to meet this afternoon. The Gaurias, the Agmark Gaurias, all the way from Kokopo in the East New Britain province, will run from right to left and with the breeze in this first stanza. And the Muruks, originally a Mendi-based franchise, but now based out of the Morobe province in Lae, where they base their home in Lae. And they will run from left to right. So the SBSL Mendi Muruks running against the breeze in the first half. The Agmark Gaurias will run with the breeze and hopefully try to get themselves up a little bit of a buffer, because the breeze is worth a few points here at the Lloyd Robson Oval, but to the team that uses it wisely. The Gaurias this afternoon will see Albert Patak at fullback, Chris Jerry and Boaz Ruru on the wings, Francis Paniu, Jack Marcus in the centres. Their halves are Dion Aya and Ase Boaz. Joe Bruno, Wartova Poira Jr., Rodney Pora make up the front row. The back row is Kot Kerewa, Emmanuel John and Obert Hondole. As we see the Muruks get play underway, and we're into the 80 minutes as the Gaurias make low ball head to reach for that one as they run the angles, and then where Mark comes back towards grandstand side, and finally they put him on his back. Still 12 metres away from the Gaurias line. Wabor again works it now to his left again, quickly to the hands of Molossi. Molossi sends her on a crossfield there to Omai. He threw the dummy, then went himself. The gap was there, closed on him, and he's put down 8 metres away from this Gaurias line. There's the Gaurias defence scrambling and holding in this first attacking set by the Muruks. There's the kick, the Agmark Gaurias opening try with a try of their own through their left winger, Wesa Tenza, up the left-hand flank, and a simple case of numbers in the end as they move the ball from one side of the paddock to the other, literally, and from one wing to the other, with Wesa Tenza scoring on the far left-hand wing, and they just outpaced the cover defence, which was too slow getting across, and ended up being a case of numbers. It was a 3-on-1 situation, and 4 points apiece with a conversion to come. And this game is well and truly alive. Digicel Cup Final 2012. And we see the conversion attempt by Kewakili successful. And the Mendi Muruks now 6 points, leading the Gaurias on 4 points.
Going over for the 4-pointer, and the goal successful. Mendi Muruks on 6 and Raval Gauria 4.
So the restart, the Muruks bring it back up to outside their 20-metre line, and just 22 out is where they'll play it on the kick return as they come back towards midfield, safer territory where they settle. And still 27 out. Wabo works it across now to his left and picks up Jackson Undi, who puts his hand up and takes a hit up. Now back in field again into the hands there of Roy Keller, and Keller up to 9 away from halfway. Still in their own territory though, the Muruks. They lead by 6 points to 4 as Wabo from dummy half to his right onto Omai. He takes on the defence. There's 3 of them there that put him to ground on his back on the halfway mark in midfield. Omai plays it. Wabo from dummy half, scampers 5, chips over the top, bounce all important, and Wabo managed to tap that forward but straight into the hands of the Gaurias, who were cleaning up, and it was picked up there by Ase Boss for the Gaurias, and Boss will play it. 19 out from his line, from dummy half. Here goes Boss Ruru, sneaking another 5-6 on the edge of the ruck, trying to catch the defence napping. They were there, and they managed to pick him up. Still 27 metres out from their line, though, the Gaurias. This is Jack Marcus settling to the right. Poira Jr. back in field again as the Gaurias probe the edge of the ruck, and it's Albert Patak who takes a hit up. Now it goes back to Patak from Poira Jr. as they do a 2-man play in the midfield region, and up over halfway now into Mendi Muruks territory, and they're 40 metres away from the Muruks line. Poira Jr. goes to walk across towards the right and picks up Jack Marcus, steps off his right foot, but they caught him on his way back in, and 35 metres away they play it. Poira across field, goes to Boss. There's the left-footed kick that's going to go down and come down inside the in-goal area, and taken on the full inside the in-goal there by Felix Tanguer. We'll come back to the 20 for the restart.
Both teams are probing each other. Gaurias using the mid-air bombs to try and gain momentum, but many muruks simply getting it up and coming up to the gaurias.
Well, there's a tackle that wasn't a tackle, and the gaurias failing to play by the referee's whistle, thought he was tackled, let him go, and he went again. The referee said play on, he wasn't held, and we see the muruks now up towards halfway, now back inside Gouria territory as pumping the legs and going forward is Agmark and Mark. Now 9 metres inside Gouria's half, midfield. Wabo decides to work it across to the right as they run the angles back again to Robert Nundy, running back towards the far side of the paddock, and Nundy is put down 37 metres away from the Gouria line again. Wabo moves back into dummy half, fires it across field to Kili. Kili holds it up and they run the angles back again towards grandstand side and hitting, turning. They keep the ball alive. Back to Omai, stepping off his left foot, and the ball almost knocked down, and it was knocked down, says the referee. Knocked forward by Ase Boas. And we'll see another scrum, another fresh set of 6 now for the Muruks, 30 metres away from the Gourias line.
A big crowd this afternoon to watch the 2012 Digicel Cup Grand Final between the Mendi Muruks and Rabaul Gouria. Kicking off the show this afternoon, the new Minister for Sports, Justin Chichenko.
Yeah, in support with the Governor, the Honourable Paus Pakop, as we see the Muruks back with live action now, 24 metres away as the Muruks probe again to go forward. They lead by 6 points to 4 over the Gourias, and they're now back inside the Gourias red zone. Wabo across field to Kili. Kili throws the inside ball there to Roy Keller, and Keller going through, and they managed to hold him down. It took 2 of them to ride him into the ground, 10 metres away from the Gourias. And we're going to have a scrum 10 metres out where the Gourias will feed and have another opportunity to again cross this Mendi Muruks defensive line. 6 points to 4, the Muruks leading over the Gourias and just holding on as the Gourias attack yet once again. And now the Gourias from the scrum win across field, and there's the ball that's gone loose again, and once again the Gourias have dropped the football. Had a misdemeanor put up against them on the last tackle, and it's gone across field as we see the Muruks now breathe a sigh of relief. They turn defence into attack as they go up that left-hand flank, and this is Wes Atenza, the dummy throw. Kewakili is there in support. They keep the football alive. Here's Felix Tanguer joining in the line as well, and Tanguer up to 28 metres away now. The Muruks well and truly on the attack. The Gourias defence very slow to get back on side and defend. Now they get down there into their red zone as Wabo into dummy half across to Kili. Long ball across field into the hands of Molossi onto Omai. Omai holding it up and then sending the short ball across there to Nundy. Nundy coming back in field as they hold up the football, and the Gourias defence looking to take the player over the grandstand side touchline. He doesn't. He stays in the field of play and play the football, says the referees. Wesley Benny will play at 8 metres away from dummy half. Michael Mark, long ball across field to Omai. He fires one across to Kili as well. Kili misses out a man as well as it goes to ground and wasn't expecting it. And there's the mistake that the Gourias were hoping for. It's come through for them because they were in tatters, the Gourias, after the Muruks split him up that left-hand flank, turning defence into attack, and caught the Gourias napping, and they were very slow to get back on side. And we see the Gourias standing there, and half of them hands on hips. They're puffed from getting back into the defensive line, as we see proceedings basically taking place in slow motion because the Gourias don't want to get on with it quick enough. They want to take a breather, and now they do as they take the scrum win and go forward up towards their 20. And this is Panyu playing the football on his 20-metre line as they work it forward again up towards the 30. They pick up another 11 on that play the ball from Emmanuel John, and then back in field again goes to Joe Bruno, and Bruno holding the ball in 2 hands. They tackle him, 11 away from halfway, midfield again. Puara Jr. across to his right. This is Ase Boas, and he puts left foot to ball, looking for the far side touchline. 1 bounce and into touch. And we'll have another scrum roughly 25 metres away from the Mendi Muruks line. Muruks to feed. Muruks lead 6 points to 4.
Mark, they were really tested, the Muruks. The Agmark Gouria on the left wing. Wesla Tenza just simply fended off one of the Muruks to break away. They had 3 men against 2, but unfortunately the Gourias pounced on them before they literally stretched to the line, but it seems like it's an evenly tussled match here, but the Muruks have the upper hand over the...
Managing to hold out this attacking raid by the gaurias. So the Muruks from the tap restart. Again catch the Muruks napping, and here goes Wesley Benny up the right-hand flank. He's caught ball and all on the halfway mark. And the gaurias again slow to get back. As we see the Muruks through Michael Mark going across field, and he takes on the defence. They put him down on his back. 9 inside Gouria territory. Wabo short ball. Here's the runner coming through, and it's in the form of Jackson Undi, and they just managed to grab him by the jersey. Otherwise, Jackson Undi was on the fly, and 29 metres away from the Gourias line in midfield. Undi plays the football. Wabo sends it across to his left to Kili. Kili long ball across field, and picking up Matthew Puke. Puke up that left-hand flank he goes, and he goes to ground with the football. And 18 metres away from the Gouria line. Couple in from touch far side. The Mendi Muruks on the attack. They've still got a couple of tackles left in this set here as he goes across to Omai. Omai runs with the football in 2 hands. Then he puts a chip over the top. It's allowed to bounce by the Gourias dangerously. Chris Jerry manages to grab it in on the second grab and then goes forward, and he's put down 12 metres out from his own line quite heavily as he gets up groggily to play that. He felt that, and then he goes down.
That's right. That was a solid tackle to Chris. He literally ran directly into one of the forwards of the Mendi Muruks, and it literally knocked him completely out. Groggy when he was standing up to play the ball, and currently the referee has stopped the clock for the attendance of the Rabaul Gourias to attend to Chris Jerry.
So we've got a Mendi Muruk player being called out here by the referee. It's the captain Joseph Omai. I think he has been given instructions to pass on to his players.
No. 11.
No, we've got another.
Just want you to listen to Touchy's report for me. Ben.
Shoulder charge.
Shoulder charge. Guys, contact's made above the shoulder. Penalty stands back here. Keep the shoulders down.
See what comes of this. It might be a penalty to the Gourias. It is going to be a penalty to the Gourias. Time on call, and there's the penalty. And it's for a shoulder charge.
Yeah. Mark's here.
The shoulder charge affected, and the penalty also affected, as we see the Gourias looking to get out of their red zone with a kick here. They need a huge kick.
Out?
The Gourias, and there's a big towering kick.
Look
That's not going to find a touch. That's a bad mistake by Dion Ayer. That's taken there on the full by Molossi, as Molossi goes straight forward. He ducks under 2 attempted tackles, and he turns defense into attack again, and he's now inside the red zone as he's pulled down by Waratovo Puara Jr. And they're 18 metres away, straight back onto the attack again. Here go the Mendi Muruks. Michael Mark from dummy half goose step, half dance he puts on before they wrap him up, and again Puara is there to wrap up the tackle. 13 metres away, back in field. Wabo sends the football into the hands there of Robert Nundy, and Nundy driven across field and backwards and onto his back. That'll slow the play the ball down.
Hold the line.
As we see Wabo again, dummy half, back in field, long ball to Molossi. Molossi, that ball, short ball, went forward to Jackson Undi, and Undi
move now, 15 behind
immediately by the Gourias defence
on
the 10-metre line. Cross now again to Molossi. Molossi onto Omai. Omai coming back towards midfield. And this is 5 tackles gone. Way up their options. Wabo across now to Kili, 1 dummy, then he sends it across as they bring in the runners. They've got numbers out wide to the right and across field, but the last pass has gone to ground. Play on, says the referee, as we see the Gourias work it back out into the field of play, and they do no advantage there, so the referee says let's bring it back out towards the 20 and restart proceedings. To the knock-on inside the in-goal area by the Mendi Muruks, but the Gourias survived that one, Murph.
That's right, yeah, they did survive on the left wing. It was wide open, and Unfortunately, the pass went wide, but Chris Jerry does not seem to be himself. It all depends on many Muruks officials to literally hit this side of the field, and they should have no trouble running over Chris Jerry. He's just simply not with the game right now.
Okay, we see now the Gaurias back with the football, still on their own side of halfway. Here's Wardolph Puara Jr. chasing the chasers, and he goes straight up the middle. He's got support to his right, the form of Dionaye. Has he got the speed? Has he got the support? There's no one there. He'll hold on to the football, and he'll take the tackle 7 metres away from the Mendi Muruks line. So the Gaurias looking to put some points on the board before the half-time break, and he plays it back now to Puara. Across to his left, they work the football, wrapped up ball and all, and this will be the fifth and last. Numbers across to the left if they can get up and play the football quickly here, the Gaurias. But they've gone the other way. They've gone across to the right-hand flank, and there's no one out there. There's defense out there, but there's no attack, and that's kicked dead by the Muruks, I think. We'll come back to underneath the uprights, and the Gaurias should receive the football back for another set of 6 against this Muruks outfit, looking to get some points on before the half-time break.
Just a little drop over the head into the in-goal area, and the left wing for the Mendi Muruks, Wesla Tenza, just simply kicked it into the dead ball line.
Play getting restarted by Kewakili underneath the uprights. The breeze will hold that up about 40 out. It does. One bounce. And then taken forward there by Pidi Togap, who's on the paddock now, and Togap up towards the 30-metre line. He's one of the Kumul internationals inside this Gauria outfit this afternoon. Dionaye is there also. They're the experienced hands of these young boys who were in the grand final last year but lost out to the Goroka Lahanis. And they're back again this year. More matured and hopefully with the experience under their belt of having been played in a Digital Cup final. But not showing as yet because they trail on the scoreboard by 6 points to 4, and there's a mistake that they've just committed, and now we see the ball being given back again to the Mendi Muruks, who'll take the scrum feed 20 metres out from their own line.
14 stand.
This is Joshua Molossi.
Go. 2.
And edge of the ruck again, the Muruks.
Hold.
Getting up slowly to play that football. I think it was Michael Mark.
3.
They work their right-hand flank.
Hold. Hold.
Well, he's had the jersey tackle right off him. The jersey's covering the football. You can't find the ball.
Is this the first time you've seen a ball wrapped up by a jersey, Mark?
He's had his jersey tackled off him. Here's Charlie Wawa up the short side, and he's lost the football. Gaurias dive on the ball. Play on, says the referee, as Bradley Simon retrieves that for the Gaurias. Back in field now, they send it the Gaurias for Francis Pandu, and Pandu up towards the 30-metre line. Will play the football. Puara Jr. from dummy half. Back in field again, he sends it. This is Pidi Togap on the fly, and Togap goes forward. The penalty being given to the Muruks, to the Gaurias rather, against the Muruks.
Quick play the balls, Mark, to keep the momentum going for the Gaurias. And the referee caught one of the
Penalty.
Mendi Muruks pressing down on the player, and the result is a penalty once again to the Gaurias, just directly in front to the left.
Yeah, they got the option here of going for the 2 points and evening up the scoreline, but decided to go for the 6. And they've gone for a kick for the grandstand side touchline. So they're 11 metres away in a good attacking position here to get some points on the board. Here's Bradley Simon taking it up, and Simon up to 2 metres away from the Muruks line. Gaurias looking to get their noses in front before the half-time break. Here's Dionaye, 1 dummy, 2 dummies. Then across really goes to Ase Boas. Here's Patak joining in, but they've got numbers out to the right if the ball can be thrown out that way. And they're wrapped up ball and all. Still 1.5 metres short, far side of the paddock, 1 metre in from the far side touchline. And they're not allowed to get up here and play the football. Now they are, as they do play it now. Ball across field, it goes across to Patak. Then the short ball going to Pot Kerewa, and Kerewa keeps it alive across field now. Here's Joe Bruno. Bruno holding up the ball, going forward. He's 1/2 metre short. Can he stretch out? And he's wrapped up there as he goes to ground with the football. Still 1/2 metre short from this Mendi Muruks line. He's told to play the ball as he gets up now and does so. They're working across to the left. Here's Boas. The long ball is needed. It goes back in field again to Ayer, and there's a penalty. And it's, I think he's going to call it against the Shepherd. He has called the Shepherd.
That's right, a shepherd occurred on the left flank of the Rabal Gauria, and the result, a penalty for the Mendi Muruks. The scores 6 points, Mendi Muruks, Rabal Gauria 4 points.
Kelly looks for touch, grandstand side, and finds touch 35 meters out from his own line. Their own side of halfway. Nandi takes it up
Stand
and
now.
backwards.
Hold right.
Guria's
Hold,
defense
come
still
back.
managing to hold. Wabo back across field. Jackie Kuban.
2. Movement now.
One of the
Hold.
players
9,
who
come
comes
back,
on
just
and
hold.
he lifts this Mendi
Go.
Muruks outfit each week as he comes on. Jackie Kuman, he plays off the bench.
3.
He's
Let him up now.
a real performer when he
Hold
gets
with
on
me,
the
not
paddock.
early. Wait. Go.
Never says die. As we see the Muruks working forward again, and now they're inside Gauria territory with that switch of play as they ran the angles again, and they found 5 meters inside Gauria's half. Play it back and across field it goes. Now Kili, little chip over the top. There's nobody home. The ball allowed to bounce, and Patak is there. He managed to hold on to the ball, and the referee's going to say he knocked it on. Yeah. He's been deemed to have knocked the football on into the body
Your player
of
had it. He lost the ball forward.
Kili, who was coming through before he regathered. So that is constituted as a knock on.
It was a clear picture of proceedings in the Gauria's territory, and the referee just simply saw the fumble and a scrum feed to the Muruks.
Molossi off the base, back across to Kili, and the kick immediately off. With a play on, says the referee. That's been charged down by the Gaurias. They're looking for support here. Have they got the pace? No, they'll hold on to it. It was Ase Boas who didn't have the pace to carry on. And I think the hooter goes in the background. It does for the half-time break. So right on half-time, the Gaurias with an opportunity and shut down again by this Mendi Muruks outfit, which has been really good towards the latter half of the first half in terms of defence. And as we go to the half-time break, the Muruks 6 leading the Gaurias on 4 points. It's been an entertaining first 40 minutes, 1 try apiece. The Gaurias try to Chris Jerry. Unsuccessful conversion. The Muruks scoring their try off West Tenza with 1 successful conversion from Kewa Kili and giving them their 6 points. So as they go for a break, we'll take a break also, and then we'll come back and take a look at the first half in this Digital Cup final for 2012 between the Agmark Gaurias and the SBSL Muruks.